This is Linda. Welcome back to Hands That Cook. Today we're going to make a pizza dough and a pizza. And this pizza dough only has 2 ingredients. Now the recipe can be doubled, but I'm going to do just a single recipe. You're going to use self-rising flour. Get it over here. You're going to put 1.5 cups. See if this is, here we go. 1.5 cups of self-rising flour in your mixer. You can use a hand mixer. You can do this by hand if you don't have a mixer. This is a 1/2 cup measurer. Alright, so this is 1.5 cups. Alright, I'm going to leave this out because you may have to add flour. Next thing going in, plain yogurt. I'm going to add a cup. 1 cup of plain yogurt. Greek yogurt. I'll have the recipe below, but it's very simple. So that's a 1/2 cup. Remember, this is a 1/2 cup measurer. So I'm going to put another 1/2 cup in here, and we're going to mix this until it forms a ball. Now, if it doesn't form a ball, you know, if it's too wet, then you're going to add a little flour. Just keep adding a little flour until it will form a ball. Alright, I'm just going to use my hands. This is my kitchen, and nobody's eating this but us, and my hands are clean. Alright, so there we go. 1.5 cups. I'm sorry, 1 cup of Greek plain yogurt. I'll put this on low. That's as low as this one will go. And I'm going to let it mix. I'll bring you back when it gets near where it's supposed to be. Alright, this has been mixing just maybe a minute or two, and you can see that it is not going to form a ball. It's too loose. So I'm going to add a little bit of flour. We're going to help it along a little bit. And then we'll do that. I've had to add flour 2 or 3 times. Just a little bit at a time, because you don't want to overdo it, right? But it's beginning to get to a ball stage. I honestly think it could use a little bit more. So you can see I'm only adding maybe a tablespoon or so at a time. Alright, when it gets right, I'll be back with you. Okay, I just kept adding flour until it was not tacky, not real tacky to my hands. And maybe this will do it, we'll see. I'll pick it up. Yeah, it's still somewhat, you can see the consistency of it. But I have some flour down on my board here. Whoa. Let me move this over. So I'm going to put this down on here, and I'm going to put some flour on my hands, and we'll see if we can't get this pliable. Alright, in the meantime, if you're doing a 12-inch pizza, which is what I'm doing, but it'll be square, go ahead and mix up your dough and spray whatever you're going to put your pizza on. Okay. Mine is not square, it's oblong. Okay. This is perfect right here. You don't want to mix it too long. Okay, let me get rid of this board. Now, I've sprayed my pan that I'm going to put it on. Let me move back because you can't see. And all I'm going to do is put this in the center, and I'm going to mash it till I get to all the corners of this pan. And then we'll be back. We're back. I got it all squared away here, and I tried to just push the dough up against the sides of this little pan to give it a little bit of a ledge so everything won't roll off of it. And you know, go press down on it so you'll know which spots are thick and move them to the thinner spots. That's all you got to do. Alright, the next thing you do is you get some pizza sauce. I got that right here. I'm going to spread it down here. Some of it. I'm going to get a spoon and spread it out. Now, the next thing you're going to do is, actually, don't forget, preheat your oven to 450 degrees. I forgot to tell you that. And a little more sauce in there. Now you're going to layer your ingredients, what you want on your pizza. I'm putting the same, when I order a pizza out, I get the same stuff every time, and it may not appeal to you. You know, you get what you, put on here what you like. Alright. The first thing I'm going to put on, though, is and this is my preference, this is a little bit of Parmesan cheese. I'm going to put that down. It just gives it a little extra punch. There we go. Alright, let me get over in this corner. Alright, now, now I'm going to put some of my ingredients on here. Let me wash my hands real quick. I'm tired of looking at this dough. Goodness gracious. Okay. Not too good, but good enough. Now, I don't have any fresh mushrooms. So I'm using canned. But if you have fresh mushrooms, by all means, use them. Now's the time to use them. So, trying to think here what I want to do next. I want to put a very light layer of mozzarella cheese. Not a whole lot at this point. Just want to make sure I get it everywhere. Hope I didn't miss any spots. Alright, that's my light layer. Now, here goes my ingredients, which are going to sound crazy to you. And this is green olives and black olives. And the black olives were sliced, but the green were just like crushed olives. So I put it in my mini chopper and got them more pizza friendly. Green olives and black olives. Well, this is your time to put whatever you want. Onions. You can do sausage. You can do the pineapple and bacon, Canadian bacon. You know, you can fix your pizza any way you want to, because that's what I'm doing. I'm about out of olives now, but I think there's enough on here. See, it's kind of slim down here. There's my olives. Next comes my mushrooms. Oop. I'm just going to get it everywhere we can. Boy, some of these aren't sliced so small, are they? That's okay, they'll be eaten. Now, I'm hoping I got these everywhere. That's good. Now my next layer, I don't want to give up any of these, any of this stuff. Alright. Now we're going with a heavy layer. Let me wipe my hands off, wash them real quick. I sure don't want to get olive juice in my mozzarella. Now we're going to put a heavier layer of the mozzarella cheese on top of this. This is a 4-cup bag of mozzarella. Thin spot here and there. I'll cover that. Now the next thing going on is my my last ingredient. I don't know how you're going to do yours, but this is pepperoni, and I'm going to put this pepperoni on. And well, I opened this. What happened? Then I'm going to put it in the oven at 450. And, you know, start watching it after 18 minutes, but it could take up to 25 or 30 depending. You know, if you made a bigger pizza, it's going to take longer, but you're going to bake it until the edges are kind of a golden brown and the stuff is melted and it's kind of bubbling. And then we'll be back. Well, my pizza is done. I baked it in the center of the oven, and it took about 20 minutes, and I let it go a minute longer. It's a little dark on the edges, but it's not burned. And it looks absolutely wonderful. The crust, I tasted the crust because this is about the 2-ingredient crust. It's wonderful. It has a very good taste to it, and it's not real thick and it's not real thin. It's just right. And I got Sam's plate right here. And I'm going to flip it around and scoot in. Go ahead, Sam. And he's going to tell us what he thinks of the crust, because you're going to build your pizza any way you want to. Whoop.
The crust is excellent. I like that.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all saw how simple that was. Now I'm going to put the recipe down below, and if the question I'm sure somebody's going to ask, was this non-fat yogurt? You can use a non-fat yogurt or a low-fat yogurt. I used a full flavor yogurt, and I like that little bit of sour taste to it. I cut me a piece, and I got it over here, and that's when I tasted the crust, and I think it is superb.
Mm-hmm.
Superb.
It's real moist.
Just got to let it rise about 15 minutes, and you saw what I did. So.
Yeah, try this. You won't have to call Papa John's or Domino's. Yeah, it's an excellent crust. Put any toppings you like on it. A friend of mine told me the other day, he said, Sam, you know, marriage is like a deck of playing cards. And I said, well, what do you mean? He said, well, in the beginning, all you need is 2 hearts and a diamond. But toward the end, you wish you had a club and a spade. So I guess he had a point, I don't know. Very good pizza dough.
Well, thank you. All right, guys. Thank you for coming in today. Spending part of your day with me. It's always a blessing. Give me a thumbs up if you like the recipe. Subscribe if you haven't. And then hit the little bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you all for my new and old subscribers. I always appreciate you hanging in there with me. So until next time, you all take care, and God bless every one of you.